Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the CDL podcast channel. In this episode today, we're doing a draft. We'll explain the rules of that in a little bit. If you guys enjoy this one, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. If you're on the audio platforms, drop a follow, drop a 5-star review. We got one piece of news to talk about, I guess, before we get into this draft. And you guys watch Brad put up horrific performance, like the 2000s Lions drafting. Uh, we got a Beezy officially dropped from Phase, officially left the team. I mean, this would have been like some insane news had it like dropped without weeks of teasing that it was going to happen. It would have been absolutely insane, but it still was crazy to see because like basically Abizi came in, played a little bit in World War II, and then obviously he is known for a little bit before phase because the Unity wins a world championship, couple chips, but like for the last 6 years, like a lot of people like listening right now probably only know Abizi as face. Like they think of them as one and the same. So kind of crazy news to see at the timeline.
Yeah. The whole CDL era, just phase of Beezy. And now,
Mhm.
left the team doing, gonna be on potentially another great team.
Yeah, looks like it if
So
rumors hold true.
yeah, that is very true.
I Yeah, that is I'm a little bit in disbelief, Brad. Your thoughts?
Um, well, I mean, a BZ, good for him getting the money. Like, I don't think he was making bad money for Phase, but maybe I don't know. I'm happy for him. I'm kind of excited to see what he can do when he's not, dare I say, in the shadow of Simp. Um, I mean, greatest one of the greatest, if not the greatest entry sub of all time. Um, yeah, I mean, it's nice to kind of shake up the landscape a little bit too. You kind of see different things. I think it'll be a fun year of COD, especially with, I mean, a BZ, one of the biggest names, heading to a different team. I think it'll be kind of fun to see what they do and what he can do.
Dude, it is actually gonna be crazy because like Abizi, his World War II year, like we weren't even really watching him because he was on such bad teams, like in open bracket and stuff. So like you weren't paying attention to him. And then like his BO4 year before they pick up Simp, he was playing like he was good, he was playing well, but he wasn't really viewed as like that top tier guy. And then him and Simp paired together, Simp burst onto the scene. We all know BO4 Simp probably gonna
Yep.
be one of the top players picked in this draft. Like we all know he was a superstar, but like Abizi was also a big part in enabling him and like being the other best SMG. But I feel like Simp, just because he was like, I mean, Simp. I remember like when we played BO3 and stuff. Brock Simp was hyped as like the next coming of Scump for like 5 years before he turned 18. He was like 13
Yeah.
streaming S&D chals, and everybody's like, "Well, this guy, whenever he hits the pro league, like he's next up." So it was like he was just so much more hyped coming into the league, where BZ kind of didn't have that like big time streaming presence and hype behind him. It was like
Right.
illey and Simp and Dashy and Celium. Those guys were like super
Yep.
hyped up. Blast, like Rally, those guys, like those S&D players in BO3, they were super hyped up. And like, we thought obviously all those guys didn't end up, having super successful careers or anything, but a good portion of them did. A lot of world champions in that group. Uh, he got always overshined, but yeah, I'm going to be very interested to see what they do apart from each other, and I'm also curious to like hear what the decision was. Was this a financial thing from Phase's end? Was it Simp and BZ? We're just like, you know what, let's try something new because like Simps or from Abizi's end, if he's going to the rumored roster that we heard, like I can understand, like he wants like Hydra's the one guy that can maybe compare up to Simp, like him and shottzyy, like the guys that can compare up to Simp. But like from Simp's end, I've got to believe he's looking at like oh 04 is the rumored teammate, like great player, but I can't imagine Simp was like, please give me oh 04 over Abizi. Like I can't imagine that was the case. Maybe it was. I don't know.
Yeah, but excited to see what Simp and Bees can do, on separate teams this year.
Hmm. I'm very excited as well. All right, we're gonna do this draft. We decided to give Brad a little advantage and give him the first pick because we think he's gonna need it. We thought this would be something fun
Not
because
gonna need
again,
it.
we're into that time where there's not a lot to talk about in terms of the CDL. The new game hasn't come out. There's nobody
Yep.
is giving us anything. All they're doing is putting out signed contract gifts, like they all do whenever they sign a contract, and they're not giving us anything at all to work with. So we're gonna do a draft, all-time draft. We were gonna be like, oh, let's each draft two teams, maybe three. And then we are like, you know what, screw it. Let's all draft four teams to make it like a full CDL, 12 teams. We're doing all-time draft, so it's gonna be any player that has ever played pre-CDL, in the CDL, and you can only pick a player once. So, for example, if I pick Doug Sensor Martin from AW,
Oh,
no other Doug can be picked from any year. Brock can't pick World War II Doug. So once a player is picked once from one specific year, they're done for. That is the only time they can be picked. And it's going to get interesting because, like Brad's obviously at a disadvantage because he's been watching for less time, so he might not be able to pull like some random BO2 players that Brock and I might have stashed up. But also, it's going to get interesting because towards the end, we're also going to start running out of like deep bag pulls, and we're not going to be pulling like. I mean, we have 48 players to draft. We're not going to be pulling the top two players from each game. You know, like at some point, we're going to have to
Mhm.
go for like some underrated players in the game or a player we remember being really good for a stretch. I might pull out like I want second half of the year this guy, stuff like that. And we're obviously drafting two subs, an AR, and then the third position is going to be kind of a little bit. We're going to be loose with it. It's going to be an AR slash flex. We're going to say no subs allowed. You can only have two subs per team. No sub, like you can't pick Scump as your flex. It's got to be a guy who is either like a full time AR or like he did flex in the game. So
Well, you could choose MW2 Scump to be your flex.
I mean, if that's the version of Scump you choose, you've got something else wrong with you. Well, Brad, you are first. Are you gonna show your respect to Scump now and not put him in fourth and take him first overall? Or are you going somewhere else?
I've thought long and hard about this pick. One of my favorite players of all time, I was going to go with, but I will be going Black Ops 3 Scump, number one overall.
Interesting. BO3 Scump.
I was going between Black Ops 3 and AW, to be honest with you.
dang it,
AW,
Brad.
IW.
You took the player I wanted.
Sorry, Brock.
Increase the size of this. That looks a little better. BO3 Scump, that's interesting too because I mean, a player like Scump, you can debate a few different years at least because he's one of the all-time greats. He had plenty of great years.
Mhm.
That's interesting. BO3 Scump, I know exactly why you picked that because that's the game you more started watching in.
Yeah.
I think it's the second best Scump or the third best Scump. I think AW Scump's the best Scump. He was just different on that game. But BO3 Scump is still a great pick. Would you agree with that, Brock?
Yeah, he still got Scump, so
He
he's
still got
starting
Scump.
good off.
You got arguably the greatest sub. In my opinion, still the greatest sub of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, my first two picks were going to be between AW Scump and BO4 Simp. I think the subs are just too important. So I know those are the two players that Brock wanted, I believe.
Yeah.
Simp and Scump. So I'm going to go BO4 Simp with my first pick there.
Man. That's it. Who do I pick here? I wanted both those players, which you can't have now, so we're gonna pivot and I'm gonna go to IW Formal.
It's a good pick.
Ooh.
That's a very good pick. IW Formal is like classic 1-1, 1-2. It's still potentially at his peak of that year, probably maybe the highest peak a player's ever reached.
Wait,
Probably.
did you say formal or crim?
Formal.
Oh, in my head, it registered as crim. I don't know why.
IW Formal, like Champs Formal, might be the highest peak a player's ever reached. It
He went
would drop
absolutely
like a
crazy.
1.5 over 30 something maps. Like,
Yeah,
third.
insane.
Where you going, Brad? And also for those of you, if any of you are confused by the format of this draft, these are all individual teams. I know it says each of our names 4 times, but we just wanted to make it 12 teams. So like this pick that Brad's about to make in no way relates to his first pick. It's all on a horizontal line from their name is round 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And it's a snake draft. So any of you that are familiar with like fantasy football, it's gonna loop kind of back and forth. So it's not just gonna go right back up to the top team and then they're OP.
I might reach her and I might get flamed for it.
Mhm.
I'm going Black Ops 2 Karma.
That's not a reach.
Good pick.
That's a good pick. I mean, he was world champion in that game for a
Mhm.
good portion of that game. Best player, one of the best players. That's definitely not a reach. I mean, I feel like the pretty consensus top 3 picks are off the board. I feel like this version of Scump, Simp, and Formal are kind of like because those were like such high peaks. And you might say like, well, why is Crim not like a first pick? Crim's career is more just like being so good for so long. I don't know that he ever had as high of a peak as the Scump Simp and Formal peaks. Like he was just so
Mhm.
good. He was top tier player for so long. I'm thinking about taking a version of Crim here. Yeah, should I think I'm gonna take Ghost Crim as like a flex here. I feel like
I
it's
like
time to
that.
pay
As
respect
his
to
best
Crim.
game, you think?
I think Ghost was Crim's best game. Yeah. I don't know what else would
I
you. What else would you think? Probably BO2. I feel like it's one of
Yeah,
those.
BO2 probably.
tried one of those early ones before,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was really good in jetpacks, but he just kind of took a back seat to jump informal in those games. He was still incredible, but
Yeah.
Right.
he kind of took a back seat. And then from post jetpacks, I don't think you can make an argument. I think you would have to be like you'd have to. I think you'd have to argue like somewhere from BO2 to BO3 in that range. And I think it's Ghost. Ghost is probably his best game. I'm gonna use him as a flex probably on that team because he kind of did. Everybody did a little bit of all in that game because at some point it was 4 AR, at some point it was 4 subs. Like
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm curious to see where you're gonna go here.
See, I'm like trying to think here.
I know I'm gonna end up going with a lot of CDL era players when I can't think of any old heads, so I'm trying to get all the old heads out of the way.
Yeah. I think I want to go with Aches, but would you? I'm trying to think of would Ghost be his best game or
It's it's BO2 or Ghost. I don't think you can go wrong.
I think let's just go with Ghost then. Ghost Aches.
You want aches?
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Didn't really watch Ghost back in the day, unfortunately. But,
You know he was different. He was really good. Like I mean, the whole team was just different. They just diffed everybody in that game.
yeah. I kind of wanted Karma for BO2, but Brad took that.
Yeah, Brad, you're up next. Looks like you were
Uh,
gonna go with Aches.
I was gonna go with aches. Oh no.
Hmm.
I have my mind on like a couple people. One of them, I want to go with him. I'm gonna do it. Screw it. I'm gonna go. Nah, I can't do it. I'll do it. I'll go with
You know he's gonna
I'll
pick
go with
Brad.
IW Aqua.
IW.
Yeah,
Why not
I
BO3?
got 3.
because I feel like he
Say Black
wasn't he
Ops
better
3.
in
Say Black Ops 3.
This is Black
okay
Ops 3.
Black
He
Ops
was
3.
hard carrying his
Aqua.
team. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
let's go Aqua.
That's an insane reach of a pick. That's classic, like guy who picks a kicker in the third round. I promise you,
Yeah.
neither of us were taking him for at least 2, 3, 4 more, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more rounds.
That's what happens when you take freaking aches from me, man. I just lose the path.
Okay, but for
Coulda
context, Brad has this love and obsession with Aqua. Um, because it's gonna look insane when this gets posted that Aqua got taken 6th overall. Since we're on a train of picking our favorite players, I let him go in the 4th pick. I just need to pick him now before Brock takes him in front of me. I'm going World War II Kenny just because I need to have him on one of my teams.
Oh,
Uh, but I think he's actually one of the most underrated players of all time. I think World War II Kenny or some form of peak Kenny, I think deserves to be in the first round, top 12 picks of all time. I think Kenny's peak is in. I mean, he's a top 10 player of all time. I think World War II Kenny deserves to be in like first round or an early second round. So I'm taking him here just so I get him on one of my teams because I need it.
I'm up again between
Yeah,
2 players.
it's gonna get so interesting at the
Ooh,
end. I have like a
wait.
few random pulls I'm thinking of as we name players.
Man, I'm actually stumped on who I want to pick now because I feel like someone's gonna take him.
I'm almost like thinking as we go along, like it's almost gonna get easier as you get into the later rounds because like all the top tier players that are tough decisions, then you're gonna just be picking players you remember were super good, you know?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna. This might be not the greatest pick, but I'm gonna go with Black Ops 4 Octane.
That's a really good pick. I mean, that's one of the best ARs of all time. Like, I mean, he was. Remember what was so insane about Octane in that game is like when you talked about best player in the game, everybody just talked about Sogs or Maddoxes, but Octane was the one ICR that entered that conversation because he was so good.
Yep.
Like
I just
that's a
remember him
really good. I
being
mean,
so dominant.
he's that's one of the best ARs of all time. That's probably, I mean, Octane is one of the best ARs of all time, and that's arguably his peak. So that's definitely a good
Yeah.
pick.
It's me again.
Yeah. All right, Naga fan.
No,
Vicento.
no. I'm going between two guys. Um, I I think I'm gonna go with AW Zuma.
That's not a bad pick. He was really good. AW Zuma. Not a bad pick. He was really good. I mean, subs in that game. There was one that hasn't been picked that was up there, like always talked about in the top 3, but it was Scump and Zuma in that game. That were
Mhm.
like, it was FaZe and Optic that were battling for championships, and it was Scump and Zuma that were pretty much good at the top. I mean, there was a time like early on, Attach won champs and like was kind of up there, but oh, I know who I'm. I mean, I can just tell you who I'm picking a BZ here. I'm just trying to pick what version. I feel like a BZ's I mean, he's the best entry sub of all time to get him, and the 11th pick is a pretty good value. Shout out to Aqua. Uh,
Shout out. His best game.
yeah, I'm kind of between like BO4, Cold War.
If
Like, I feel like Cold War might be his best game. I know Simp won MVP, but didn't a BZ win champs
that's what
MVP the year?
he did. That's what I was thinking more of if I picked up easy. I was thinking Cold War.
I'll just do it just to switch up the games because we've had a couple BO4s. I'll do Cold War BZ. Yeah, you could definitely argue BO4, but I'm gonna say Cold War BZ. Just give me any version of a BZ being my entry sub, and that team is already off to an insane start because it just fills in the hardest role.
Yep.
I'm also pissed that you took Octane because I was planning to pair BO4 Octane with Kenny. I thought people were gonna forget about it, and I was gonna pair those two together.
That is true. Oh man. Between two players and one of them I don't really know
You
what
got
his
two
best
two picks
considered
here,
game.
so you could just pick them both.
Ooh, could. All right, we do first Hydra
That's really good
with
value too.
NW2 when you won
I
MVP that year.
Not gonna lie, that's probably who I should have picked over a BZ. That's a really good pick. He
And
hard
then we'll
carried that
go
team.
with X. And then we'll go with shottzyy.
Dude, I forgot shottzyy existed.
Are you kidding me?
shottzyy. Well, what is his best game this year?
Probably
Last
MW 2019.
he
No,
won back to
no,
back.
I don't
no.
think so.
I would say I think shottzy's. Mm,
I feel like this year he's a more complete player.
I just the such a bad stretch this year kind of hurts it. Like second half, sure. I don't know. I think MW3 he was like wire to wire, like pretty
Yeah.
damn good, except for the one stretch they had where they struggled. I would say MW3.
Yeah, let's go NW3.
Yeah. But again, it's just like his beginning of the year for this year kind of makes it tough. Dude, see, this is what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. This draft, I knew people were going to slide that when they get taken, you're going to be like, wow, I'm an idiot for not taking them. Like, I took Kenny simply because I just wanted him on my team, full bias. I like
Yeah,
shottzyy,
that's just
Hydra, and
fair.
BZ all probably should have gotten picked over Kenny, like with their absolute peaks. Kenny's just been super consistent and good across the board, but he's more of a glue guy. And like
Mhm.
Hydra, shottzyy are like your superstar players. Uh, and
None of these guys should have been taken over Aqua.
yeah, I don't know if he should have got taken. Uh, but Hydra Shotzzy's an insane duo. That team, your last pick team might end up being the God Squad. I'm gonna pair somebody with Cold War BZ, and there was like a funny pick that I was gonna take that I thought would be like really, really good. I'm gonna go with something more fun. I know he could. I feel like you could go BO2 for this player, but I'm gonna go with AW Clay to go on this team.
Mm.
He
Like that.
won champs MVP. I can't spell his name right. He won champs MVP in that game. He's got the chem with a BZ. You know, they team together. They won a world championship together. So I feel like that's a AW Clay. Get my main AR, get my entry SMG. I feel like that's a pretty solid start to a team.
Yeah.
Pick a pick.
I'm gonna go Vanguard Cell.
Not bad. You're under the low player to go with Zuma.
A little bit.
Not bad. I mean, you get some good slaying power on the team, and there's a little. I
Mhm.
mean, they didn't play. Oh, they did play together actually. BO4, little chem there. Rock you
I'm
back
up.
up with Octane.
Octane. Do I want to sub or AR?
Hmm. Dude, I'm
Hmm.
just like looking through a list of like players to try to like jot my memory of like certain players. Dude, there are gonna be some good years left off this list. Like I'm seeing players on here that I'm like, dude, he could get picked. He could get picked. Like,
Okay. I think I'm gonna do. We're gonna do Black Ops 4 Dashy now.
yeah, you're building the BO4 squad.
Yep.
God, that game is so good, dude. Black Ops 4 Dashy, he's I'm assuming kind of like playing your flex there, Maddox Dashy.
Yep.
That's I mean those two, if those two were on BO4 on the same team, they would have been a force. Which
For real.
truly could have happened if that actually there's an alternate world where those two were on the same team and Dashy has 3 or 4 rings because coming out of World War II, I know they ended up picking Crim, but if they would have picked Octane,
Hmm.
Octane was infinitely better than Crim at BO4. If they would have had Octane go along with Dashy, Scump, Karma, Tej, that team would have been disgusting.
They probably would have won it.
Yeah, they would have been. Yeah, they would have been pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I'm going through players that I want to pick now. I think, do I want to go with? I wanted Octane for this team. You took him. There's a couple players I feel like that have some good chem. Any that I wanted to add to this team. I feel like maybe this guy got left off because he's lower in chips, so he's lower on your guys' list. But I'm gonna go BO6, Black Ops 6, scrap.
It's
I
a good pick. Good
feel
pick.
like that's good value. Get an absolute slayer. He can kind of be the flex or the main AR, really, depending on what I go with this team. And him and Kenny are going to be teammates this year, hopefully. Cross my fingers. So
Yep.
I feel like you get some good
That's a
slaying
good
power on
pick.
that team.
That's a good shout.
Yeah. All right, Brad,
I'm thinking.
you're
So
up
I'm
to
gonna go with
Aqua.
I'm gonna go with
Placento?
attach.
Okay.
I
Like gear
truly have
matters on this one because
no.
you're talking sub or
Yeah,
AR.
I have no idea what game. Like initially, I was like AW. Um, but he was really good in Black Ops 4 too.
Hmm. I would I would go AW. Black Ops 4, his stats were pretty good, but he didn't qualify for the league, and then he was on that EG team where they were terrible. I would say AW, and he'd be a sub. You going with that?
Yeah, AW attach.
Okay. That brings it. I mean, that's a good pick. I mean, you could argue he could have won or should have won Champs MVP over Clay. You can make that argument.
I'm up.
You are up.
I don't know if Ryan's gonna pick this player, so I might want to save it for my other team. But that's the thing. I don't know. He might pick it.
Who's that?
Can't tell you right now.
Man, it's great. It's so bright on my face. Oh,
I'm just gonna pair Hecz with TP.
yeah. I was actually thinking about that. I was like, wait, did I pick Aches? And then I was like, because I keep seeing TP over there. I'm assuming you're going probably BO2.
Yeah.
BO2 TP. I was actually thinking about
Yep.
that, bro. I was like, if I got Aches, I was going to pair him with Teep just for fun, but then you ended up getting Aches.
Yeah.
That's a
Please
good
don't
pick, though.
pick the player that I want next.
I don't have anybody set, so I'm kind of like looking through a list trying to. I mean, there is one player I'm thinking about picking that I know you won't pick.
I have two guys on my mind, so don't do it, boys.
Really want him. He has chem with Krim. I know the 2 players that Brock wants is funny. I think I know the 2 players that you want.
Are you picking Stainville, Ryan?
I wish. I'm gonna say Krim is like a flex. Do I go with the sub? I probably should go with the sub on this team. Uh no, well. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the sub on this team. The straightest shot, pro player apathy.
No.
That's who you're gonna take?
Yeah.
I knew BO3 apathy. I remember his
Yep.
YouTube video, his intro would always be pro player apathy back in the building. You'd always say that. Dude, I remember like I was not nearly like I'm not like some amazing player now, but like I was not nearly as good as I am now when I played BO3. And like I remember like watching Apathy's videos, and I swear he like his BMP didn't move. He
For
shot
real.
so straight. He was so good at that game. I'd need him on my team. BO3 Apathy.
That's a good pick. That's a
He
great
was,
pick.
dude. He was so good. And also, you know what? You know what? This team is gonna give me when the moment's big. Crim and Apathy are gonna show up. But we don't have to worry about them breaking.
Facts.
Apathy, literally, he was one of those guys that like champs came around. No matter what his year was like, you knew he was gonna turn up.
Mm-hmm.
Brad, what you thinking?
But so I have a guy in mind.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, there is a little drama between him and Karma, though.
Who's that?
JCap.
I don't think there's any like big time drama between them.
Oh, who was I thinking of?
I don't know. I
Oh,
mean,
was it
Doug.
him and Aches?
And who doesn't have beef with Aches when they were playing?
Okay, fair enough. Now the real question is, do I want to go? Like I was initially thinking, like Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Ops
It'll
1.
look really good on the graphic because it's like there's like legends about Black Ops 1 JCap.
Uh,
I knew you were gonna go with something else because you probably have never heard of Black Ops 1 JCap, but there's legends about him showing up in a bandana to the event and world starring everyone.
I was going between
I don't really know that really.
Black Ops
Black
2 and
One
Ghosts.
stuff.
I didn't even watch him in Black Ops 1, but like it's like a competitive COD competitive community like folklore is BO1 JCap. Everybody is like there's no debate best player in the game, BO1 JCap. So that's why I said take him because I mean like the
This
peak of
team might
JCap
be
that
the
I
best
know,
in the
like
world.
he didn't ever have like crazy statistical seasons, but it was like, oh, there's JCap's team. They're in the finals of every tournament. They're in the finals of
Yep.
champs. And it's like he was dropping a
Then, yeah.
0.95, but it was like the
Yeah.
most useful 0.95, and he was always doing the right thing. He was like, I mean, JCap's an amazing player. He's like the definition of
Yeah.
blue guy.
Yeah, because I was going between Black Ops 2 and Ghosts, and like he had like a 1.1 in Ghosts.
Yeah.
Um,
He was definitely, obviously, like his numbers are definitely better, like
Right.
pre jetpacks, but he made every single champs finals in jetpacks. So,
yeah.
and also he was what he made. Did he make the first? Yeah, he made the first 4 champs finals. Did you? No, he missed ghosts. He missed ghosts, but did you know that, Brad? He made BO2 finals, lost it. He wasn't on the Envy team because that was Rambo, Nameless, Merc, Study. So he wasn't on that team. But he made it to finals of champs, Brad, in BO2 and then all 3 jetpack games. So if he just missed
Oh,
ghosts. So
dang.
4 of the first 5 champs, he was in the finals
That's crazy.
and won 2. All right, Brock, you're up. Who are you pairing with IW formal?
Do I go with the sub or AR here? That's a real question. I think I want to do this player. I want to do Black Ops 6 Mercules.
That's it.
Ooh.
I honestly didn't. So this is what I'm talking about. I didn't even think of him on my radar at all. And it's a good pick though. Like it's like his peak. I mean, he literally turned a team around and helped them win champs. His peak is crazy. I like there are certain players like that I didn't even think of. Like when where was it when you picked like Hydra and shottzyy? I was thinking about Hydra, so I just forgot that shottzyy existed. Like just didn't pick him for some reason.
The controller player of the year, shottzyy.
Yeah, control
Or
player of the decade.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That brings me up with BO4 Simp. I'm gonna go with a really weird pick here, and I don't know what year to pick him from. I'm just remembering his champs performance was insane in this game. I need to look at his individual stats. I need to see. I want to see what the numbers were compared. Season.
Are you picking accuracy?
No. How do I get to the player's all-time stats? Where is it?
You go to players or
Is it here?
stats, player career stats, and then you have to like search the player.
You go to
Going
where?
through, going through this list, I see a
So if
bunch of
you're on the
names.
Call of Duty
Oh,
wiki,
I see
you
it.
go
I
to
see it. I see it.
yeah.
There's a player that I want. Brock's pissed. Brock is so pissed that I'm picking this guy. If you look at Simp, he's very related to Simp.
No.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna do it because his stats are significantly better in this game, and it's the one I remember him. It's Black Ops 4 Arcitys.
Oh, War
Fuck you,
Cities.
man.
He
War
was
Cities.
people that see this are gonna be like, "Arcitys sucks." That Arcitys was literally that run. He made it to BO3 champs, but wasn't really known. They didn't have a great placing, whatever. Then he burst onto the scene in IW from open bracket, wins an event, beats Optic. Like he was awesome in that game. And then he finally got to like play his true role of main AR, and he dropped like almost a 1.4 at BO4 champs. He was unreal, and also like the BO4 Simp and RC's duo. Like I like the chem there. It's just something fun. Like could I have picked players over him? Sure, but it's kind of
Yep.
I'm so angry with you right now.
fun.
That's actually crazy. He
There's a
was gonna be
play.
one of my 2 picks.
There's a person on this list that I'm not. I refuse to pick. By the way.
Don't worry, I'm picking him in the fifth slot. Don't pick him in front of me because that team's gonna be disgusting if I get him.
I refuse to pick him.
Brad doesn't know who it is, so
Yeah.
I'm picking him in that fifth spot. I've literally had it planned. I said I don't want to save players for certain teams, but I'm literally saving that guy to put him on that team because I think it could be the best team on the list if I get him.
I was
Kind of
gonna take
crazy
Black Ops
fourth round
4.
pick. What are you
I
gonna
was
say?
gonna take Black Ops 4 Arcitys.
Hmm.
Um,
There's a,
frustrating, but
there's a really good AR
I'll
up there
take
still.
yeah, I'll take the other guy that I was thinking. I don't know if this is the guy you're thinking of, but World War II slasher.
It was the player. I was thinking BO3, but World War II is also good.
Pick.
Both World War II or BO3 are definitely honestly IW. That 3 game run, BO3, IW, World War II, if it wasn't for like
Mm.
formal, Slasher is the best AR over that 3 game stretch. If it wasn't for formal, I would say he's
Um,
probably number 2. Octane's up there, but wouldn't you say, Brock?
Yeah.
Slasher probably number 2 AR in that 3 game stretch behind formal. He was unreal.
Yep.
That's a really good pick. He's really good. Slasher gets disrespected because of recent years, but dude's one of the all time greats.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna go double up on the ARs, but you took RCD, so now I'm like leaning towards a sub. But there's only one guy I can think of that's
Oh, there's
like
some subs out there that you're missing.
I know there's gotta be.
Don't take
Um,
it. Don't take one that I
don't
want.
take don't.
Just say someone that's not the one I want.
I'm trying to think of who you're thinking
I
of
think I'm
now.
gonna take him.
Who are you thinking of, Brock?
I don't know.
I think I might
Brock,
take him in front of you,
help
Brock.
help me out, buddy.
There's like certain
No,
ones
don't.
that
Um,
I don't take in front of Brad because I just like know that he's not gonna pull them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can't think of anybody else right now. Ryan kind of fluffed me up here. Um, am I really gonna do this here? All right. Um, don't laugh at me, chat. MW2 Pred.
That's not a bad pick. He was really good in that game. Every time you say "don't laugh at me" or like are scared to make a pick, it ends up being solid. And then when you just like take a pick out of the blue, it ends up being Aqua. MW2 Pred was like a hard carry. I mean, he was a really good player in that team. Him and Scump is a little bit of a him Scump's. I mean,
Controversy.
this team might be a little slow, but
Yeah.
uh, that leaves. I'm still saving that player for my other team, Brock. Even though I think he should be the pick here, but I think that I could get cracked on my sub duo. I'm taking AW Huke.
Oh,
That's who you wanted.
Oh,
yeah.
I think
I got another one though.
he was top 3 sub. I would say with Scump and Zuma in that game overall. I feel like
Yeah.
AW Huke BO4 Simp is a disgusting sub duo.
Man, should have took him.
Yeah,
Unlucky. I was thinking about taking him over Mercules, but I
I wouldn't have
didn't.
thought of Mercury, so you would have got him.
Damn it. All right, I guess I'll take what World War II TJ Haley.
That's a good pick. He was really good in that game. It sounds funny because he's been pretty, overall not the best since, but World War II Teach he was diff.
Yep.
Dude, this is so fun. There's so many players' names I'm seeing. I'm like, dude, I should pick him from this game. Like, I could actually probably go 8 rounds of this draft just off like 1 game wonder people that were like super good in a certain game. Like, there's a number of them that are gonna get left off the list that I want to pick, and I'm gonna throw out some weird names in round 4 just to have fun with it.
Yep.
Brad, you're up with you got the Unk team, Karma J Cat.
God, I have no idea right now. Um,
JCap
I
is
have a I have
clueless.
I have a guy in mind. Um,
What are you thinking?
this is another. I'm thinking. Oh God, I don't know. I'm thinking ghosts, saints.
That's good. I mean, Saints is a player.
That's
That's
what
another player that I like. There's some people that are listening, CDL era fans are like, "Who's that?" Or he had a terrible stint in the league. But like, Saints was one of those players that like, if he ever had motivation, like he could have been top tier. I just feel like he didn't really care that much. But like the raw talent, people always talk about him like raw talent wise. Like he was a top 3 sub for a while talent wise. He just seemed like he either didn't care or like just I don't know. But Saints is an extremely talented player. That's not a bad pick at all. Which leads me
Wait.
to my guy that Brock refuses to pick. I'm pairing up the BO3 world champion sub duo. That is BO3 John. Uh, you could
Mm.
argue he was the best player in that game over Apathy in terms of the best subs. He won Champs MVP of that year. Uh, I I would probably. I mean, it's hard. Like Scump was definitely one of the best SMGs of the year, but it's hard not to pick Apathy and John as your top two, considering they went back to back to end the year, including a ring. And John was just different. I mean, Brock hates John, but he was different in that game.
I don't recall that year.
He was so and Apathy and John. I know those two can play together, and then we have the greatest of all time on the flex. That's probably my favorite team I have.
I like it.
Brock's up with Aches
Oh,
and Teep.
I'm up. Aches and teep.
Dude, add the Unk sub. You know who it is. Add him. Make this your
I
Unk
do.
team. Scroll down to the bottom, 4 chips. I was gonna save him for myself, but this team will be so fun. Scroll down to the bottom of chips. He has 4 chips. You'll know exactly who it is. You see it?
I do not. Let me go.
You'd pick him in Black Ops 2.
Oh, wait.
I'm gonna pick him at some point if he doesn't get picked because it's just so fun. But
Is it Killa?
no. His
No.
teammate.
Oh, it's
Yeah, zip him up.
that's what I was thinking of, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
Mirror.
he's. You don't have to pick him, but I was like, that would be kind of a fun team if you picked all the OGs and threw them on one team.
Honestly, it's probably not a bad pick, to be
He was
honest.
different. His peak was one of the highest peaks ever.
Let's do that. What, BO2?
Yeah, definitely BO2. It's like his one game wonder, but he was different. BO2
Okay.
Miracles. Brad, you know who that is?
Miracles?
Yeah.
I've heard of them.
He was the dude in that trash talking video, and he stands up and he says, "Zip him up."
Look at my bank account.
Yeah, he's a trash talking
God.
COD legend. But also like no joke, his peak was like he was like when BO4 Sim came out of the scene, Brad. Literally like
Okay.
came out of the scene BO2 and like his first like he won like his first 4 events, including champs that he ever played in.
Okay.
Like literally different beast. And then I think I don't know if it was motivation or like what happened, but he just like kind of tailed off. But it wasn't a talent issue. It was like I don't know motivation, like whatever. At the time, you weren't making 6-figure salary, so it was maybe harder to stay. And
Mhm.
everything. BO2 miracles. I literally liked him so much in that team that I was like I sacrificed him.
Zip him up. Okay, I have another player for this team, but no one better take that one.
Brad, you're up with BO3 Aqua and AW attached. This is an early contender for stinker of the list.
No, it's not. Stop. That's just rude. Um, I'm thinking about going with a glue guy.
Do you need a sub or a flex slash AR? Either one.
See, I'm thinking Major Maniac.
Oh,
Ah,
he's so typical, bro.
there
So
were like
typical.
maybe 30 names I thought you were gonna say, and that wasn't one of them.
He's so good, Brad.
Oh, that's sarcasm. Okay, I'm not gonna go him then.
No, Major Maniac is a legit good player, but that's kind of an insane pull for I mean, you should because they'll make that team even funnier on the graphic. Like that's Polar Bear in Texas.
Bro.
Oh,
He'll win his ones, bro,
Yeah,
in
he will.
search.
That would be an icy team if you had Attach and Major Maniac in the same team. Just do it.
That'd be a lot of ice.
I don't know what game though.
Black Ops 4.
Yeah, low key Black Ops 4 is his breakout game.
Black Ops 4 Major.
Dude, I gotta extend the round size because Major Maniac's name is so damn long.
Hey, if you get to a game 5, you might be taking that
If you
one,
get to a
Brad.
game 5, Brad, that team might win it. The problem is are they gonna be able to win a respawn versus all the other teams? I have no idea. Dude, I have no idea where to go for this, Brock. I think I have a really fun pick. I mean, I could throw Draza on this team with Scrap,
You could throw like
but
oh
there are a couple other.
slacks.
Black's a good shout. There are a couple other players, and this is one that I feel like individual peak wise, I feel like there are 2 games where he was the best player in the game for an extended time. So I feel like he's a very
Wait,
good.
you gonna take a player I kind of want now?
Probably we were on the same wavelength a lot. You can't even take him on your next team, so
Oh, but never mind.
you can't take him on your next team. I'm taking. I don't know. What would you pick, Brock? Would you pick World War II or IW gunless? Probably IW,
Rob, yeah.
but I mean they're both insane. I'm gonna take IW gunless. Dude, this is. I mean, this team has Kenny, so it's automatically my favorite. But like, Scrap, I guess will be my main on this team, and then IW gunless. I mean, I think. I mean, IW gunless going after BO4 Major Maniac is a literal war crime. I, I mean, IW gunless, I would say, is probably. I mean, a lot of these players are like
Okay.
insane players on this list, but there's a good amount of them that like you could argue were probably never the best player in the game. You know, at any time in that game,
Yeah.
gunless was certainly the best player for a good stretch of IW.
Yep.
So I don't know, pretty insane Val, I thought.
I like that.
Assuming that wasn't who you were thinking of because you couldn't even take him on your next team.
Nope. That was not who I was thinking of, and I hope. Yeah.
You're
I'm
up.
pretty sure his player is not AR.
Who is it?
It's Pharaoh.
He was more of a flex, but I hate you for saying it because I was literally saving him because he's like one of my favorite players of all time too. Are you World War II probably?
Yeah, or MW19.
Yeah, I would let you. He could have really played either. I would say he's more of a flex, but I'd let you have him as a sub. I would definitely say he's more of a flex though.
I gotta pick someone else, definitely.
The problem is I'm just gonna take him in pick 9, so that just looks bad if I tell you you can't take him and I take him. So you can have him. Which game do you want?
I'll take I guess World War II. I didn't really watch MW19.
I think he was different at World War II. I think that's what I would take. I was literally planning on. I have some deep bag pulls for round 4 that I was thinking about, and World
Yeah.
War II Pharaoh was one of them. I think you could have him as a sub. He could play a sub. He was definitely more of a flex, but he's RIP.
Okay.
He was so good, dude.
Thanks. Search Demon.
He's like a. He reminded me, he was so smart. Like he just always knew what play to do. So good in S&D, super talented. Like he reminded me of like a gunless, like a peak gunless
Mhm.
in a way. And like he actually like flex wise, he kind of reminded me a little bit of Kenny, like in some weird ways. He was
Yeah.
dude, we're looking literally if obviously like he unfortunately passed away, but we're looking at like he doesn't pass away. We're looking at like probably one of the all time greats.
Yep.
I mean, he roared onto the scene. World War II gets a few wins. MW19 gets a few wins. Like the BO4 year, he gets dropped because whatever happens to that team. I know like he maybe had some attitude issues and stuff, but like dude, he came back in MW19 when he was picked up by Florida, and he was different. Like that kid was probably on pace to be a world champ, be multi-time winner. He was so good. Brad, what you thinking? It's getting dark in my room. It's getting dark out.
I feel like this team needs like a faster pace sub.
Yeah, Zoom is pretty quick, but I would agree. What you thinking?
See, the issue is the guy I'm thinking of. I don't even know what role he plays.
Huh. Who is it?
Enable.
And not a sub. Well, I mean, BO4 enable, but that would not be the one you want to pick. He'd be more of a flex or an AR, like one of the two, flex or main. But I mean, you could pick BO4 enable, who's a sub, but that would be like that would not be definitely not the best version of him. He's definitely on my radar too. I was probably going to pick him in the 4th round or something like that.
I'm going. Okay.
I
I
pick
like this.
Veggie.
I like this guy, but I don't know. Hold on. Let me just
Benji.
find out what game. Um, I'm thinking Kleenex,
That's not. I mean, there's a lot
Black
of
Ops,
games.
Black Ops 4.
Are you asking for like
Mm,
what game we think you should pick him for?
I think Black Ops 4 would probably be the best choice for a game, right?
I'd say Cold War.
Yeah, or Cold War. The only issue with Black Ops 4 is like it's weird because like he doesn't have many stats because he only like he was an amateur in Europe for the entire game except champs. So that's why his numbers are like so high. He
Hmm.
had like a super high peak just at champs alone, but like otherwise, yeah, I would say like Cold War, W3, one of the two. Kleenex has basically
Yeah.
been the same player throughout his whole career though. He's just been good. Like
Yeah.
what you pick what game? You can go
Two on
BO4 if you want.
W3.
W3.
Let's go Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4.
All right.
We're
Okay.
trusting the gut.
I mean, his peak was literally the one event he played in, but he was unreal at it. I was there and I was like, "Who is this dude?" Kleenex. Uh, I really was. I mean, my pick for this team was Pharaoh, so I'm all off. Uh, you know what? Screw it. Brad mentioned him, and he was one of the other guys I was thinking of. I might take Enable here.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that was one of
Not
the guys I was
freaking
thinking
cool,
of,
dude.
and it's
Nope.
more of the
Nub.
chemistry with Clay, and I'm gonna take AW Enable pair with AW Clay. They team did won a bunch of events in that game. They were the only team that could beat Optic. I'm gonna go on AW Enable to pair with Clay. Flex player there.
This is the point of the
The
draft
pick.
where the teams are going to go downhill for me real quick.
I still have so many like because the thing is like I have like a couple 1 year wonder players that were like insane, but then never good again that I couldn't pull out the bag.
True. I got man
If
Hydra and Shottzyy so far on my
you can
team.
if you can like pull some good ARs out, this team
Wow. I got two. I got two right here.
I'll
here.
say it. I'll do it.
First, we'll do Black Ops 3 Zero,
Okay.
Yeah,
or is there a better game for
I
him?
would say the I mean, I would say the better game for him would be IW because he won an MVP in that game and a tournament. He's like they're like the first EU team to win an international tournament. I would probably say IW, but you could say
Yeah.
BO3.
I always say BO3 because what I kind of remember. 'Cause I don't really, for some reason, I don't really remember much of IW besides like Optic winning
He was like
champs.
viewed as like one of the best players in the game in IW for like a good stretch. He didn't make it to champs finals in BO3 though. You could definitely say BO3.
Let's do BO3.
I like that. He was a really good player.
And then we'll do Cold War Cammy.
No!
Wait, that's a really good pick actually. I kind of just forgot about him. You know, he's
He's
like
gonna be my
literally one
next
of the most
player.
legendary 1 year, not uh, not 1 year wonders, but like he's had some like solid years. But like he's like one of the most talked about single year players. We say Cold War Cammy every other podcast. We were talking about him.
Yeah.
Like,
He's different in Cold War compared to the other years.
yeah, that was a good pick.
Yeah.
So that rounds out your team there. That's a nice team. Your subs are insane. Then you got some like two super high peak players. I need a sub for this team. I'm kind of pissed because there's an AR I want, and I want to put him on my team with Kenny, Scrap, and Gunless, but I obviously can't put another AR on that team, so I'm really pissed at myself. Um, yeah, I'm really pissed at myself because that player would be hilarious in that team. But I need a
Is it
sub here. Don't say it. I don't want
wait,
Brad to take it.
Oh, take it. Say it. Say it.
no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm
Oh,
just thinking of who to be.
Think I'm gonna go. I feel like a really good fit for this team. I need another sub. Just a really just team that can win. I'm gonna pick Envoy here. And I just feel like he was just. I mean, yeah, I was just looking up his stats because I want to confirm. But yeah, dude, he had a 1.16 in BO4. He was. Yeah, I'm picking BO4 Envoy here.
That's a good pick.
His breakout game, he was so good, and I feel like I like that team a lot. Clay, Enable, BZ Envoy. That's a solid team.
I like that.
Yeah, I feel
Envoy
like BO4 Envoy is
BO4.
good value, 4th round.
Yeah. What does it even be a second best game? Vanguard?
He was really good at MW19. Vanguard, yeah, because they
Oh
won the
yeah.
chip and everything. He was pretty good at Cold War. He's one of those guys that like he's been pretty damn good at every game. Like BO4, I would say for sure was his breakout standout game, but like
Yeah.
I would MW19, even though I hate that game, he was really good.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan, you could have said Black Ops 6 Envoy Major 1 when he's
Yeah,
carrying
when he
thieves.
was carrying their team. Right, you have a team that could round out really well if you pick the right flex here.
AW
I have a guy in
Zero.
mind. I only know him as a sniper.
What does that
Just
mean?
Debbie?
He's a sub if you're thinking of
He's a sub.
you thinking of Nagafen?
No.
Okay. I don't
You're
know who
thinking
you're
of
thinking of. Wait, I
Illey?
just saw somebody that I need on one of my teams. Can I fit him anywhere?
Is it okay? I'm gonna go with. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but MW 2019 Wuskin.
I
Or I'm
mean,
sorry, World War II. World War II Wuskin. World War II Wuskin.
I mean, his
Or do I
best year
want
was
to go?
probably MW19, but
Yeah, I'll go
he
19.
like, I mean,
19
he
Wuskin.
might have been. I don't know. He might have been statting a little bit, but he had a 1.2 in MW19. He was like the number one KD, but he was a good player. Again, you could give me 30 guesses. I wasn't saying that you were going to pick MW19 Wuskin, but I
Yeah.
like the pick.
I was
Wuskin was really good in that game, though. He put up numbers. I can't. Oh no, it's Brock up next. I was gonna say I can't pick the player I want on this team because I don't have space for an AR. But Brock, you are looking for a fast sub to go on this team.
Why is I kind of forget about this team for a second? I was ready for my next team to put a player on. He has sub.
You badly need a sub. I actually see one that I would love for this team. Dude, there's gonna be like some player that we just like totally forgot about that like so easily deserves to be up here. Brock, think of a
Oh, I
player
know,
who.
I know. Oh, I got one. I got one.
Okay.
You're gonna like this one. Oh, but I kind of want from my other team. Shit, this is bad.
Remember, I
Actually,
need it.
we'll put him for this team. We'll put him for this team. Be a kind of a god squad.
Yeah.
We'll do Black Ops 6, Joe Deceives.
Okay, that's not who I thought you were gonna go with. And I also just realized that I really should say BO4 Envoy because yeah.
Should say who? You might cut off for a second.
I really should have saved Envoy if I was thinking about it, because pairing Envoy as a sub duo with Kenny and Scrap, who he's both played with, and then Gunless, that team would have been like stupid.
That would have been
I'm just
insane
gonna put
chemistry.
I'm gonna put BO4 Joe or BO6 Joe because that's gonna take up so much space.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna take the sub that I was thinking of here, but there are a couple people that I could put on this team in terms of subs. How many more subs do I need? I need subs in either of my. I don't need subs in either of my other teams. So I could just freely talk about what subs I'm thinking of and help Brad out a little bit. Envoy should have been on this team, but I was looking. I thought you were going to take Kismet potentially, Brock. I thought like a MW2 Kismet
That's a good shout.
is his peak at Champs MVP. I thought that's a player
I
that could
should
be
have
super good.
I should have paired him with Hydra for MW2.
Yeah, that would have been a. Yeah, but shottzyy was probably a better pick.
Yeah, that's the
I'm also thinking of an interesting one that I can't say because I may use him as a flex. He played both. I feel like Classic isn't a bad shout out for a sub. Slacked is a good one. Looney isn't a bad shout out.
Mhm.
I don't want to screw up this team, but this is the only team that I have a sub left on. So I'm gonna do it just for pure aggression. That way we can make Kenny more of our just like slaying sub. This is the 1 year wonder of 1 year wonders. Black Ops 4, Dylan Cod.
Oh, You're
That
not
is
wrong.
that
You're
is the
literally not
1 year
wrong.
wonder of 1 year wonders. Do you know who that is, Brad?
No clue.
Let me look at what his numbers were. He went on like a 20 streak in a frequency. He had a 1.13 in Black Ops 4, and then a point 0.9 in MW 19, and then a point 0.9 in limited maps in Cold War. Was never heard from again.
Yeah.
Oh,
But in BO4,
It's so aggressive.
1.13. He was teaming with Luskin. Uh, he's an
with
EU
Dawn.
player. He was just Brad. Your homework assignment for the next podcast is to watch Dylan Cod Black Ops 4 montage and come report your
Okay.
findings
All right, bet.
because that dude was insane. But I'm going BO4 Dylan here. Let's just go for the absolute 1 year wonder. But that guy will slay out for this team.
I like that.
All
All
right,
right,
Brad, you need a
mine.
sub.
Yep, I'm gonna go Black Ops 6 Neptune.
Again, there's those recent players that like I just haven't even been like thinking about, but like from the last game or two that are really good players.
It's a
Black
good
Ops 6
pull.
Neptune's a good player. Rock, you got
It's
the
a good
Unction,
pull.
the Unk team.
We're staying with the Unk squad.
I got Stainville.
No.
You need an AR.
Oh, I know.
Ah,
I think this is his best game. I could be wrong. Uh, is it BO2 Hegz?
Yeah. Black Ops 2
Be
World
Hegz.
Champ. My God,
Yep.
the Unction, the Unk team.
We made the Unk squad.
I mean, that team would strike fear into the hearts of all gamers in 2013.
Facts.
Aches TP Miracle. I love that. That's my favorite team on the list just because it's just the OG. I love that team. You got Aches on the flex, Teep and Mir on the subs. I mean, that team would run worlds in BO2.
Fact.
You'd have the Parasite and Miracles duo and the TP and Aches. I mean, that team would have. They actually. I don't know if they would have run worlds. Could you imagine Aggie and Aches and Miracles on the same team? The practice.
So much
Those VODs would
shit
have to get
talking.
deleted. They would be screaming things at each other that would have to get deleted off the internet.
Literally.
Hey Ryan,
I'm up.
I don't mean to put pressure on you here, but if you leave a certain player for me, this Karma JCap Saints team is running every single one of these teams.
There's literally zero chance that a team with the Karma JCap Saints team is beating a BZ Clay Enable Envoy. Kenny Scrap
Very
Gumless
easily.
still in
We're
COD.
talking about Karma, the best player in the game, JCap, best player in the game, Saints, ultra talented, pop off anytime. You leave me a certain AR, we're running your shit.
Brad, I have the MVP of 3 seasons on one team. World War II
Doesn't
Kenny
even
BO6
matter,
Scrap and
brother.
IW Gumless.
Kenny's a bum. Right?
Okay.
Right, chat? Right, chat?
No.
I need a flex on this team or an AR. I need an AR.
I'm chilling, bro. I already know I'm picking for my last pick.
I'm thinking about picking who you want. It's your boy. One-time world champ, hasn't basically won a series on LAN in a few years. Is that who you're thinking of?
No.
You know who that is though? I was thinking about him
Uh,
for a flex, but he's more known for his best year being like a year where he was a sub, BO4, LAT or 100 Thieves.
oh.
Yeah, I was thinking about him, but he's not.
That is a
His years as a flex not as good.
yeah.
I need a flex on my other team, so I maybe don't want. Actually, I'm saving him for my other team. Because what do you need on this next team, Brock? What do you need in your last team? You need a sub, so you're not going to
I
take
need
him.
I see a sub.
I'm just going to bet on Brad not taking him. I really hope he doesn't. So I need an AR here. I feel like a Draza shout isn't the worst. There's one other guy that I can't mention because I need him for my other team for the memes.
I could wait, your other team.
If you think about it, you know who I want for my other team.
There's a player in here that should maybe been gone.
I feel like IW Classic as a flex would not be bad on this team at all, especially with the chemistry with John and Apathy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Barrow was my pick for this team, like the whole way.
Yeah.
I cannot think of who else I'd want for this team. Flex wise, I'm trying to think of like, is there anybody I'm missing from like BO6 that I would want on this team? And I can't think of anyone off the rip.
India AR.
Yeah. Plaza isn't
Trying
a
to
bad player on this
trying to think who
team.
you would pick for your next. Is your player? I don't know if I'll give away, but kind of considered toxic.
No,
Okay,
no, I don't think so. I'm gonna
I could
say, uh,
I could say something for you if a player you might think
no,
about.
don't say it. Don't say it because it might be you might think of the same guy, and I don't want Brad to take him.
Okay, okay.
I'm thinking of an OG. I'm thinking of Proofy too for fun.
Shadow
Uh,
proof.
wait, I do need a main air on this team. Oh my god, I'm taking him for the memes. This is for the meme. World War II accuracy.
Oh,
He was so good. I don't even. What were his numbers in the year? He was so good. That was the guy I was thinking of. I forgot about him for a little bit. I said I should have put him instead of Gunless. I should have put him with the team with Kenny. Uh,
I think 1.1.
accuracy. I want to say he was probably around. Yeah, he had a 1.07 on the year in World War II in 360 maps.
Yeah,
1.18 in S&D, 1.05 in Hardpoint. And they don't have CTF stats in there. So World War II accuracy is going to that team. Grim on the flex, BO3 sub duo. Brad, you got the unction like Brock. You got the unk team.
All right, Ryan. This team is completely running the league. MW3 draws.
That team doesn't move me.
It moves me so much.
Yeah, I mean
Does
it's a
something to
good
my
team.
undergarments.
It's a good team, but like I don't think it's beaten a few of these teams in here. I don't even think
Oh,
it's
it's
your
beating them
best
all.
team. I mean, it's definitely better than
What?
your Aqua attached Major Maniac Neptune Abomination.
Whoa, dude, chill, chill, chill.
Dude, I didn't even realize you have Celium and Wuskin on the same team. Kleenex and Zuma are
like
literally so. Those are two of the slowest players. MW19 Wuskin and Vanguard Celium are two of the slowest players of all time.
Okay.
Eh,
oh man,
don't take him,
I'm
Brock.
up.
Oh wait, you can't take him here. I'm good.
Ah, I go for a kind of sort of a meme that I want to, or go for a play that actually is good for this team.
I mean, Kismet's out there.
I mean, he's still good. I'm going for another objective player, and his name is Doug Sensor Martin.
Oh my god, I knew you were gonna do it. From what?
7.
From what game?
I don't. Was his best game AW? I don't.
Maybe Ghost. I want to look up his number. I want to say it might be Ghost.
Doug and Form on the same team.
Dude, my eyes just started bleeding. They have him listed as a 5.9 for Vanguard, but he didn't really they play in that Pro-Am event, I guess. Yeah, I mean his numbers wise, KD wise, his best year. I would probably say Ghost because he was pretty good. He won an event in AW. I'd say Ghost or AW. Pick one.
Let's go. Let's go with AW.
I love that you picked him for the memes.
Doug.
I'm trying to figure out what game I want my player for here.
You need AR.
Yeah, he was. And I'm going with a. I need more of a flex. He was so good in early Vanguard before the thumb injury, Mr. Illey.
Yeah.
That's what I want for this team. I'm thinking MW19 because I need a glue guy to just help out with cracked Kyler and Simp, but like also Illy, I want to save him for this team rather than I was going to pick him instead of accuracy, but like came up with Simp, like was elite with Simp, and then obviously won a world championship with Huke. So I'm going MW19 Illy.
That.
Which I love. That might be my favorite team that I have. I don't know if it's my best team, but it's my favorite team. Like BO4 Simp and AW who crack sub duo. Arcitys was
Mhm.
elite as a main in BO4. Probably like top 3. Definitely not number 1 in that game, but behind Octane. But MW19 Illy also an elite glue guy. And we need it
Yeah.
for that team because Simp and Hook are just running.
Yeah.
Brad, you need a Brad.
I
This
was
is
not
your
thinking of Billy. That's for sure.
yeah. I don't know. I just feel
Mr.
Illy's peak is
Irrelevance.
like he's up there. Hang
Yeah.
on a minute, Brad. This is your one chance to have an elite team because this team is a good start.
Brad,
I have a guy in mind for more of a flex guy.
Yeah, you need a flex.
Yeah.
I have a person in
God.
mind too for
Now you
Brad.
have me doubting this pick.
Say it.
Black Ops 6 Rancor.
That's not a bad pick. What
I was thinking of
I always
Sib.
leaned for Sib, like MW2 or something. That's not a bad pick. See, again, like I just didn't even think of like any of the players from this year. I was just not thinking. I picked Scrap, and that's it. I just like wasn't thinking of BO6 players. I didn't think of Mercules at all. I was just my brain instantly when I do all time drafts, I just get nostalgia blast and I think of all the old players. Like I was thinking IW Classic for Brad's team there.
I was thinking of a what MW3 or Sib for your team with the, when you pick illey.
Yeah, that would have been a good one too. I just wanted Illy so bad for the S&D star
Yeah,
team
that's
and the
facts.
Chem on that team with Simp and Huke. I don't know though. Rancor's a good pick. I just wasn't thinking. I don't know. When I think of like OG drafts or like all time drafts, I'm just always thinking of like BO2 to like. To be honest, I'm really thinking of like BO2 to IW, or I guess BO4.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of, like the pre CDL because like that's like the all time players I like just have nostalgia for.
Hmm.
Um, well, that I don't know. What's each of your favorite teams that you have, or okay, what's your favorite team and what do you think is your best team, Brad?
Brad.
Oh, sorry. Um, my favorite team.
Of your teams, not your best, your favorite. I guess
I
it could
think
be
my
the same.
favorite team is probably the Karma JCap Saint Straza team.
Karma, Jacob, Saint Straza. That's your favorite team, or you think it's your best team?
Yeah, I think that's my favorite. My best team is probably the Scump Slasher Pred Rancor.
Yeah, I think your number one overall team is your best team. I think your second team is probably your second best team though, and then your third team is that's a movie. Your third team is that team's taking last place in this league.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and
Aqua.
your fourth team is a roster change away from being really good because Wuskin and Celium just can't play together.
Yeah.
Uh, Brock, how
I
about you?
think I
Your
don't think you're
Go
giving.
ahead.
I don't think you're giving goaded Karma and goaded JCap enough
No,
credit here.
that team's really good. That team's really good. I just think the Saints Straza, like I don't know. I think like if I'm comparing like Saints Straza to like Hook Illy team I have, like I feel like Peak Illy, Peak Draza are pretty similar. And then like I think AW Hook is just a different peak than Saints.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um or like if I look at like I mean like Peak Gunless and Peak Dylan Cod might be the highest peaks of a third and fourth round pick. Or Brock's team, Peak Pharaoh and Joe Deceives is like that's pretty high up there. Brock, what about you? What's your favorite team you have, and then what do you think your best team is?
I think my favorite team, even though I love the unction, I think I'm gonna go with Formal and Center on the same team.
They did team together at one point.
That is
Yep,
true.
Cam. They teamed together at one point. Ghosts or AW, one of the two. No, definitely Ghosts
That is,
because Formal was on Optic and AW.
and yeah. And my best team, man. For some reason, I want to lean more towards the BO4, Octane, and Dashy, Pharaoh, and Joe.
Yeah, that team's really good. If Pharaoh can play the sub, that team's really good. Your
Yeah,
last team is really good, but you definitely went with more like off the wall flyers on your ARs. Although Cold War Camby is pretty high peak, and I think your
yeah,
last team might be your best team because your sub duo would be so dominant.
yeah.
Like
No,
that's
you're not wrong.
what's crazy is that's the last team that got a pick, and that's probably the best sub duo of all the teams.
Yeah.
That or I think my BO4 Simp AW Hook is
You got BO4 sim, bro. You
yeah,
win.
and AW Hook was also like peak, but your two players are arguably the best player or best sub in the game in their individual games too. So I would lean your sub duo is probably the best. I don't I mean I think my favorite team for sure is I mean some of my favorite times to watch COD. Mine has to be the Kenny Scrap Gunless Dylan COD team is my favorite because when Kenny burst onto the scene, he instantly became my favorite player in World War II. And then BO6 Scrap was the best. He was MVP this year. Also, IW Gunless is like jetpacks, like end of jetpacks, like one of my favorite times to watch COD. And Gunless was different. And then BO4, like my probably along with BO3, my favorite game to watch. And Dylan COD was just like on a mid pack team, just dragging them through matches.
X.
My best team though, I actually think I would give it to Shoot, I don't know. I think I could give it to any of my first three. I think my fourth team is good, but I don't think it's as good as. Although, I mean, a BZ Clay enable Envoy is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I think I would probably give my best team to one of my first two. Can't really decide. 'Cause I went with a little bit of a
I'd probably say
troll.
first one.
I went with the troll with the accuracy pick, but I actually do think accuracy with flex, crim, and then apathy John would be really good. I think my first team, like best sub in the game in BO4 Simp, top three in AW Huke. Arcitys was top three AR in that game, and then illey was like and that team needs glue, and illey's like a really good glue guy.
Yeah. It's a great ass search team.
Yeah, and that team does not lose in search. Like
Yeah.
Simp, illey, Huke to just go out and get you first bloods. Arcitys can play picks. Simp can also snipe for that team. That's the
Mhm.
interesting thing. Does each team have a sniper? Brad's first team doesn't. My team obviously has Simp. You have Formal. Brad has Karma could snipe pretty well. My John sniped a little bit, but that team doesn't really have a sniper. Your fourth team doesn't really have a sniper, or your team doesn't have a sniper, Brock. Brad
Not really.
attach. Yeah, no, that team doesn't really have a sniper either. My other team doesn't really have a sniper. It's just because I need new age players isn't a sniper. Your team, I mean, you have Octane and Dashy and Pharaoh. That team's
Yeah.
different. You got three snipers in that team. Wuskin's a
Wuskin.
sniper. Yeah.
Yep.
Play is a pretty good sniper.
Mhm.
And then
Zero.
I think Zero sniped a little bit.
I
Yeah.
think so too.
Dude, they need to bring that back.
Yeah, they
I,
do.
don't, I know they're already going to GA snipers, but dude, having like it's not that much of an
Such
advantage,
fun.
dude. It's not that much of an advantage. You can smoke across, or like if they miss one shot, or you can like push them, they're just dead. It was,
Yep.
dude. How much more fun was it when you knew like a certain player was a good sniper and he was going to pull it out and use a snipe for like all SD? How much more fun was that to watch?
A lot more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like
So much more, fun.
or like it was Optic versus E United in BO4. You knew Dashy and Simp were squaring
Simp.
up with snipers. Like
Yep.
Mhm.
BO3, Formal, and like I'm trying to think who else was the elite BO3 snipers. Why is it blanking me right now?
Study.
Study, Elite,
Nagafen.
Nagafen, yeah. So like if you knew LG and Optic were playing like Study versus Formal sniper matchup, like who was gonna get the best of each other, like it gave you a lot more to talk about in SD because like they would match up with each other a lot of times, or like who was gonna get the picks, or like if you get an insane like two piece with a sniper, it's way cooler than two piece with an AR. Like
Yeah.
100%.
they need to bring the snipes back. I know they
A lot
might
more
be like,
epic moments too.
just take off the aim assist. No aim assist on snipers. That's how it was in BO3 or BO4.
Yep.
Was it in BO3? I don't remember if there's aim assist. I think there
Mm,
might have been.
I think there was the whole flying aspect.
Yeah, BO4 though, no aim. Just take aim assist off and let us use snipers. S&D is infinitely more fun to watch.
Yep.
Like so much better.
100%.
Are you guys got anything else before we wrap it up? This one a lot longer than I thought it was, but it's so fun to talk about just old CODs.
No, got some good teams here.
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of this would like we need a way like we need a way to actually like put these rosters in a simulator and just watch matches of them that we don't know the outcome of because it'd be so fun to watch. Just like these
That
all-time
would
greats
be.
from different games, all at their peak, just like kind of like the same thing with like sports. If you could just take every NBA player at their peak and like make teams and just like watch games of them play, it'd be so fun to watch.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. If you're on the audio platforms, drop a follow, drop a 5-star review. And actually, it might be the football preview if we decide to do that, or if there's a bunch of news, we'll talk about that. But thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.